Hello everyone, Joel here. Continuing our resting phase from the new games of 2026 discussion, I think it's a good time for us to delve to a new topic. Since we're rarely talking about modern masterpieces, this time we will delve into some of the most perfect JRPGs from the recent years that deserved a perfect 10 out of 10 score. And since there are lots of candidates in this genre, this video will act as the part 1 of the series. Before we continue the video, I want to inform you that right now, there are tons of crazy deals in instant gaming, especially if you love RPG games. Remember how expensive modern gaming lately? Well, not anymore, since you can get so many amazing titles with crazy discounts in instant gaming. Can you believe that just with $10 or even less than $5, you can enjoy one of the best gaming experiences in your life? Just look at these titles. It used to cost like $30 or even more than $40. And to make things even crazier, some games even drop so far to just $1. If you're a smart guy, you know what you have to do. All you have to do is just click my link in the description below, start searching for your favorite games, and use the activation code on your chosen platform. By using my link, you're not only saving tons of money, but also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Octopath Traveler 2 builds on everything its predecessor introduced and delivers a stronger, more confident JRPG. Its 8-character structure returns, but this time the writing carries real weight, with each story gaining momentum and emotional clarity as it progresses. The world feels dense with detail, supported by meaningful exploration, flexible progression, and a day-night system that changes how you interact with people and quests. Combat remains one of the best in the genre, combining clear turn-based strategy with satisfying depth through its break and boost systems. Despite minor frustrations in pacing and management, its variety, polish, and consistency make it feel complete from beginning to end. Star Ocean, the second story R, successfully modernizes a beloved classic while preserving what made it stand out. Its dual protagonist structure offers meaningful perspective shifts, supported by a story that blends science fiction and fantasy with strong character moments. Combat feels faster and more responsive, while deep systems like item creation and private actions provide lasting variety and replay value. Quality of life upgrades, including fast travel and clear tutorials, remove much of the original's friction. Although balance can feel uneven due to powerful new mechanics, the overall experience remains engaging, flexible, and consistently rewarding across its many interconnected systems. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance expands the original into a deeper and more complete experience, offering 2 full story routes that reshape its narrative direction. The new canon of Vengeance adds stronger character involvement and a more cohesive plot, while still allowing freedom in how players explore its large open world. Combat remains the highlight, with precise turn-based systems, demon fusion, and strategic depth that reward careful planning. Quality of life upgrades improve pacing and accessibility, though some areas feel uneven in content density. Even so, its variety in builds, exploration, and narrative choice makes it one of the most engaging modern JRPGs available. Granblue Fantasy Relink delivers a fast, polished action RPG that balances cinematic storytelling with deep combat systems. Its character-driven narrative is easy to follow thanks to well-integrated lore tools, while optional Fate episodes add meaningful context and emotional weight. Combat stands out with responsive mechanics, varied playstyles across a large roster, and strong customization through skills, weapons, and sigils. The structure shifts from a focused main story into a content-rich post-game filled with challenging quests and co-op play. Despite minor limitations in party control, its pacing, variety, and satisfying gameplay make it feel complete and highly replayable.
That suggests volcanic activity is a salvation shall come. Isn't it obvious that I am shepherding all to a transcendence?
This'll do it!
Monster Hunter Stories 3 refines its monster collecting formula into one of the most satisfying systems in modern JRPGs. Its turn-based combat blends weapon tactics, elemental strategy, and companion management into battles that stay engaging across dozens of hours. Exploration feels meaningful thanks to layered progression systems like habitat restoration, gene customization, and den hunting, all feeding into a rewarding gameplay loop. The more mature tone and improved protagonists add welcome narrative depth, even if the story itself remains familiar. With strong variety in progression, team building, and exploration, it delivers a consistently rich and addictive experience.
Ready? Let's do this fair and square.
Not now.
Metaphor ReFantazio stands as one of Atlus' most confident RPGs, blending political tension, social themes, and character-driven storytelling into a focused journey that rarely loses momentum. Its calendar structure and social systems feel purposeful, while the archetype class system offers deep customization that rewards experimentation. Combat evolves classic turn-based design with flexible actions and strong synergy mechanics, keeping encounters engaging throughout. The world design, music, and visual identity reinforce its themes without overwhelming them. Combined with a well-paced narrative and meaningful side content, it delivers a complete experience that balances story, strategy, and progression at a consistently high level.
Is everyone all right? Let justice prevail. Strike me if you dare.
You're finished.
Persona 3 Reload transforms a classic into a refined modern JRPG that feels focused from start to finish. Its balance between social simulation and dungeon crawling is tighter than ever, with improved pacing that removes much of the original's repetition without losing its identity. Combat benefits from new mechanics that add flexibility, while Tartarus becomes more engaging through better flow and design updates. The cast remains one of the strongest in the genre, supported by meaningful interactions that deepen relationships naturally. Combined with a full visual overhaul and strong soundtrack, it delivers a polished and complete experience that fully justifies its reputation. Trails Beyond the Horizon delivers a dense and rewarding culmination of Falcom's long-running saga, bringing multiple story arcs together through a multi-route structure that constantly reveals new perspectives. Its narrative thrives on character payoff and interconnected lore, rewarding longtime players with meaningful developments across its massive cast. The hybrid combat system blends real-time action with turn-based depth, offering flexibility without sacrificing strategy. Side content, minigames, and optional dungeons add variety, while strong voice work and presentation elevate key moments. Though demanding in its scope, it succeeds as a rich, content-heavy JRPG that consistently delivers depth and payoff. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster preserves two of the most respected JRPGs with cleaner presentation and a stronger localization that improves clarity without losing character identity. The political storytelling, large-scale conflicts, and 108 recruitable characters still deliver depth and emotional weight, especially in Suikoden 2. Visual updates, improved UI, and faster combat make progression smoother, while the core systems remain intact. However, limited gameplay changes mean long-standing issues like inventory management and balance remain untouched. Even so, its narrative strength, party variety, and strategic combat systems continue to stand out, making this version the most accessible way to experience both classics. Trails in the Sky first chapter successfully reintroduces a classic with modern presentation, while preserving its strongest qualities. Its story follows Estelle and Joshua through a grounded journey that steadily builds into a larger conflict, supported by strong world building and meaningful character interactions. The structure balances main story progression with side quests that add context and variety to each region. Combat blends real-time and turn-based systems with flexible orbment customization, offering consistent strategic depth. While dialogue can feel restrained at times, the overall experience remains engaging, with a satisfying mix of narrative focus, exploration, and system-driven progression throughout. Elin delivers a dense sandbox RPG that prioritizes freedom and systemic depth over structure, creating a highly unpredictable and engaging experience. Its roguelike foundation expands into survival, crafting, base building, and town management, offering a wide range of playstyles that constantly evolve through player choice. Progression feels open-ended, with countless mechanics interacting in ways that encourage experimentation and long-term investment. However, its complexity and limited guidance can be overwhelming, especially early on. Despite its early access state, the sheer variety of activities, emergent gameplay systems, and replay value make it one of the most ambitious and absorbing modern RPG sandboxes available. Trails to Azure delivers one of the most complete and rewarding JRPG experiences in the series, building directly on its predecessor with stronger pacing and higher narrative stakes. The story escalates quickly, blending political conflict, personal drama, and major twists that keep momentum consistent across its long runtime. Its expanded cast remains well-balanced, giving each character meaningful development while enhancing party variety. Combat refines the established system with additions like Burst and Master Quartz, adding flexibility and strategic depth. Despite occasional pacing issues and familiar tropes, its storytelling, character work, and gameplay systems come together into a standout modern JRPG. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition refines an already ambitious RPG into a smoother and more rewarding experience. Its sci-fi narrative quickly establishes high stakes, while the structure encourages long-term investment through exploration, party building, and affinity-driven content. Combat blends real-time action with layered systems that become more engaging over time, especially as scales transform both traversal and battle variety. The world of Mira remains a standout, offering scale and freedom that few RPGs match. With extensive quality-of-life improvements, better progression flow, and expanded content, this version delivers a more complete and accessible take on one of the genre's most expansive adventures.
Let me see.
The Ivalice Chronicles delivers a complete version of a genre-defining strategy RPG with meaningful modern updates. Its story remains exceptional, exploring class conflict, religion, and morality through tightly written dialogue and strong voice performances that elevate every scene. Combat retains its deep grid-based tactics, supported by an extensive job system that encourages experimentation through layered customization and varied playstyles. Quality-of-life improvements streamline progression, while subtle balance changes make more builds viable. Although some additions feel unnecessary, the core experience remains unmatched, offering a rare blend of narrative focus, strategic depth, and long-term replay value. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 stands as a confident evolution of the series, combining its past systems into a cohesive and highly flexible RPG. Its story delivers a serious tone centered on war, identity, and mortality, supported by a well-developed main cast that grows naturally through constant interaction and shared progression. Combat is dense but rewarding, blending class switching, role-based strategy, and layered mechanics that encourage experimentation. The world offers large-scale exploration with meaningful side content tied to its communities. Despite visual limitations and minor pacing issues, its strong narrative design, mechanical depth, and overall scope create a complete and memorable modern JRPG. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other games that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your favorites that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace.